What's up, you guys? Slim here with a new video. Today I'm here to bring you guys the Reno Regionals first place Dark World deck profile. That's right, you guys. Dark World won Reno Regionals last weekend. It was to everyone's surprise that this deck did so well. I want to give a shout out to the player piloting it. His name is Lara. He's from Team SDC. You guys have seen them on my channel before. That's Gabe's team from Sacramento and different areas around Northern California. I just want to give them and him a big shout out for winning the entire regional and with Dark World and with a pretty innovative build of Dark World. A lot of these cards I've never actually seen in Dark World before, and I actually had to do some reading on some of them because I've only ever seen this card in Infernities, and outside of that I didn't know really what it did, so it was really cool. Martin was nice enough to send me his list. I've been talking to him for the last couple of days, just wanting to hear about why he chose Dark World, all these other things. And he played two Heradic Rulers. He played two, as he called the Hoban version of Mermail. Played a +1 Fire Fist, a 3.5 Fire Fist, a Gravekeepers, and a Boojin for 8 rounds, winning every round, going undefeated, and with this build of Dark World. I know a lot of people don't like Dark World, but honestly, I'm so tired of Fire Fist winning. I'm so tired of Mermail winning. It's nice to see something else win. And for everyone out there who loves Dark World, this is a real treat for you guys. And I'm just going to get into the deck real quick. So the first monster is Archfiend Emperor, the First Lord of Horror. All right, I have no idea what the hell this card was. I had to read it, and I had to find out what was the synergy with this card. So this card is basically a 3,000 beater. He does main skill drain, so its in-hand effect is you can normal summon it without tributing. If you did, its attack and defense were halved. If it's special, it's destroyed at the end phase. You cannot special summon any of their monsters except fiend type monsters. Once per turn, you can banish one Archfiend from your hand or graveyard, then target one card on the field, destroy that target. So basically, if you had Skill Drain up, it was a free 3,000 beater. If Skill Drain wasn't up, it would come out and it would be a little weak. And the one thing, though, is that he could use it in combination with the Harris to pop back row or pop problematic cards. Could also use this as a trade-in target. He does run 3 trade-ins. This card had a lot of synergy that I just didn't see at first, and then doing more reviewing, I saw that this card was pretty cool, especially because Grapha by itself being 3,000 with gates, this card would actually be 3,300, so this would be the biggest monster in the deck, and honestly not even Star Eater can get over this card, so this is really cool that he was running this, along with the one copy of the Archfiend Harris. So this card worked really well in the deck because of the cards like Into the Void, Dark World Dealing, stuff like that. You're able to add an Archfiend when it's discarded to the graveyard because of a card effect or being destroyed by battle. You could add this Archfiend card to your hand, or you could add Trans Archfiend. So there was actually a lot more synergy that I saw looking later on to the rest of the deck. And what was really cool is that by adding this, you could use it for trading, you could use it for whatever you needed. And then this would be the card you would banish to pop back row with this card's effect if Skill Drain wasn't up. So that was really cool. Just kind of a new way of adding monsters to Dark World that gave it a little bit more consistency. So I really like it. On to the Dark World monsters. I'll start with 2 beige. I'll get to this card last. 3 Brow, 3 Grapha, and 3 Snow, and the 1 Trans Archfiend. And he also ran 1 copy of Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros the Elite is just really good. This card goes to your graveyard. You just bounce a card back, summon it. He does run quite a few rank 4s, and they're good rank 4s in the deck, so this card added a lot of synergy. Being able to bounce back cards like Skill Drain, being able to bounce back the gates, especially to reuse it, is awesome. Being able to bounce back like his side deck Decree and stuff like that was just really cool. So this card did add a lot of synergy. I think people have tried this card before. I just didn't know if they would stick with it. So it was really cool that he ran it. So that's it for the monsters. It was 15 monsters. On to the spells, all the drawness. 1 Allure of Darkness, 3 Dark World Dealings, 3 Drag Down into the Grave, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Instant Fusion. He does extra deck the Darkfire Dragon. This way he can bring out like I said, any of the rank 4s. The main reason that it's Darkfire Dragon, though, is because of Master Key Beetle. Being able to Master Key Beetle lock your Gates of the Dark World is awesome, because if you do play against another deck that runs Fields, we don't have that new ruling yet, so Field Wars could happen if you play against, say, Spellbooks or Gravekeepers, so Key Beetle is just really good in general, being able to protect stuff, so really good card. The 3 Into the Voids. This card is a conflict of interest for a lot of players, but the way that Dark Worlds play, you usually want your hand discarded, so there was actually no real loss to running this card. It was just pretty much another upstart goblin without the 1,000-point gain to your opponent, so it just made your deck even thinner. In reality, he was running a 34-card deck before the rest of the draw cards, so this deck was going to be fast, so really cool card. The 3 gates, 3 trade-ins. He has 4 targets. This one is searchable, and you can always just bounce back, say a Grapha or whatever, to summon your Zephyros, and then you can use trade in again. So even with 3 copies, with only 4 targets, it seems that it would just get there. So really cool. And then the 3 Upstart Goblins, and then for the traps, very simple traps. He ran 1 Eradicator, 2 Skill Drain, and then this card. This card, I don't think anyone knows what this card does. Forces of Darkness. Basically, target 2 Dark World monsters in your graveyard. Add those targets to your hand. Another way to reuse trade in. Pretty much reuse your entire deck. Basically, you will discard your beige. Your beige will come back. You'll discard your brow. You'll discard your snows. You'll discard your grapha, and you'll want to get them back. For another pop or for another search, for another extra draws. And that's what this card does. This is a card I don't think anyone expected, and this one just is like a salvage for Dark World. So really cool card. Completely forgot about this card, and I'm glad to see that someone ended up using it in the main deck. So that's it for the main deck, you guys. It's 40 cards. On to the side deck. 1 Malefic Stardust, 1 Morphing Jar number 2, 2 Raikos, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, 1 Dark Smog, 1 Deck Devastation Virus, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Royal Decree, the 3rd Skill Drain, 1 Torrential. Siding real traps in, really cool. Being able to side out cards that you don't really need, and being able to side in like actual destruction, because people don't think Dark World plays destruction. Well, he sided it in, and then you overextend against Dark World, you walk into Torrential, you attack and everything, you get Mirror Force, you just lose. So really cool side deck. And then just on to the extra deck, the 1 Dark Fire Dragon for instant fusion, the 1 Stardust for the Malefic, 1 Dweller, 1 Emerald, 1 Direwolf, 1 Felgrand, 1 Evil Swarm Nightmare, this card's really good, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, 1 Heretic Dragon, Heliopolis, 1 Lavalval Chain, 1 Silent Honor Arc, 1 Zombie Stein, the Beast, 1 Master Key Beetle, 1 Crazy Box, and 1 Steel Sworn Roach. So that is Reno Regionals first place Dark World deck profile by Martin Lara of Team SDC. Shout out to you guys. Congratulations for winning the whole entire regional regionals with Dark World and for using a quite innovative build. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like this build or not. Don't hate on Dark World, because it's too bad. It's a deck, so just something people need to just get over by now. Dark World's been around for a long time. People just really need to start, just realizing that the deck's here, and one day you're going to play against it, and you're probably going to lose if you're not prepared. So glad to see that Dark Worlds did so well, and congratulations again to Martin. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs it up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.